unless it's a message that's directly helpful to doing the work, it's a distraction.
That's true.
Right now, what's the working theory?
That everything is a distraction.
Right.
That's true.
That's what's been going on. Distraction upon distraction upon distraction.
That's true.
With some level of poor intent or another. Right?
That's
Sometimes
true.
it's very small levels of poor intent. Sometimes it's quite unmistakable levels of poor intent. But it's distraction. It smells like distraction. We let it go. Here's how it feels to me, as if Jeff is on a boat out in a reasonable sized body of water, whether it's a bay or a lake.
Very big lake.
I don't know. And he feels like this is an area through which storms regularly pass.
That's true.
And he knows they're coming.
Yes.
And he's a little anxious. Well, he has tension.
Yes, tension.
About the next storm. Is he prepared for it? He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
That's true.
He hopes he's prepared for it. He thinks he's prepared for it. He's done all he can think of to get prepared for it. But he can kind of see the storm clouds coming his way on the horizon.
That's true.
And he knows that this is a little Hobie Cat or Sunfish sailboat, so to speak. It's a small sailboat, and will it be able to weather that storm? He doesn't
I don't know.
He can't tell.
That's true.
So Jeff, when we feel this way, almost always what's going on is that we have forgotten to stretch long, and therefore we feel blown about by the winds of life.
That's true.
I think he's saying, oh goodness, you're right. Stretch 10 times longer. Stretch 10 times longer. And again, 10 times longer. Now I begin to become aware of something. It feels like dark, icky things swimming in the water underneath us. Those clearly don't belong. It's time to screen those presences out. Let's screen for intent to do the work as assigned by more truthful minds above. Two specifications in every moment. And let's screen those to the top of thing 8. It kind of feels like a giant fishing net, and I'm catching these really big fish.
That's true.
In a net and dropping them into the top of thing 8, where they all of a sudden look like tiny little goldfish in a goldfish bowl. It's
That's
interesting.
true.
They look huge over here. Oh, maybe because it's subatomic.
That could be.
Drop them into the top of thing 8, and they look like panicked little goldfish flip-flopping.
Tiny little fish.
Yes. That makes sense.
That's true.
All right, let's just screen them up and out. Dump them in the top of thing 8. What do I know? I know that goldfish bowls are the only pool of water anywhere around that poor goldfish, almost always.
That's true.
And sometimes they feel they have just absolutely got to get out of that bowl, and they will leap out of the bowl onto the counter.
That's true.
And die.
That's true. There's no other water.
There isn't any other water. And so to these goldfish who feel like they've been put out of the frying pan and into the fire, and they're trying to get out of the fires, they think they're going to get out of the fire, but what they're going to get out of is the goldfish bowl.
That's true.
You aren't going to like where that action is going to land you.
That's true.
Merging with Jeff. Jeff, merge. More deeply. I feel like he feels more stable. I feel more stable.
That's true.
I feel bigger. I don't feel like I'm being blown about.
No, that's true.
Can his feet touch bottom?
Not
Almost.
quite. Almost.
Okay, let's keep going. Stretch
Stretching.
longer. Stretch a lot longer. Stand. There you go. Now you're standing on the bottom. And run cables. And reach higher. While standing on the bottom of the level at which you're operating, the subatomic level known as Greenpeace.
Yes.
Reach up with curiosity. How high must we reach to connect with a working divine delivery system? That's a fascinating question. While Jeff is reaching up, let's pump the hydraulics to clear out some of this gunk. How about that?
Yeah.
And now this gunk seems to have arrived here out of the very deep subatomic levels that Asha's crew is working in.
That's
it
true.
just has pushed through basic training.
Yes.
And now it's up to us here in Greenpeace. Let's keep it pumping up. Whoo-hoo! Through President Rav, who looks appalled, actually. That's the expression. He looks appalled at it.
That's true.
It's like he's reading the
notes of it.
Yes, saying, this is... Never would I have believed it.
That's true. This is disgusting.
And
I would not have
the
believed
names.
this. Yeah,
he
this to come
believes
from
the
this person
that's
and
exactly
this person
it.
and this person.
He has known of these disgusting actions.
Yeah.
But now that he sees the name tags, he doesn't know what to make of that.
That's true.
He says, if this is true, what else is true? That's correct. How high must we reach to connect with a working divine delivery system? Now he's kind of more interested in that question.
That's true.
We see how these subatomic zones work together and how important it is to cover as many of them at one time as possible.
That's true.
Because trouble spots can shift from level to level. It's possible by doing it in relays. It's like treating an apartment building for bugs, one apartment at a time.
They just scurry to another apartment. You're just chasing them around the building.
You never solve the problem. I see how
that's possible.
Well, today we have got to do it in relays because we don't have any choice. But we see how that actually is a poor plan.
That's true.
And we need those 2-hour blocks of time.
That's true.
All right. I feel as though the toll booth bar is up.
Yes, the Greenpeace toll booth bar is up.
Okay, we'll slide on down. I think we're going to start calling it basic training. Just wherever picked is basic training.
Yes.
Coming down into basic training. It's the same disaster it always is.
That's true.
But picked, merged deeply. I notice that you feel like you're in a rhythm, but I also notice it feels too shallow.
That's true.
It's too shallow. Let's stretch deeper. Where is the base of the cables? It's
way
down there. We should be sliding down there.
That's true.
And I see Picked looking around like, oh my goodness, how could I have missed that?
That's true.
Right.
It's a long enough distance that things at where we're supposed to be look smaller. Yeah.
Significantly smaller.
Like
I'm
much
asking to be
smaller.
shown 10 floors down.
Yeah.
And then I can see Paul much lower than that,
That's
maybe
true.
another 10 floors down. And he's waving, Picked. We're supposed to be down there.
That's true.
Where Paul is, we're supposed to just take basic training all the way down there.
Whoosh.
So do it in a sustainable pace. Just drop down like in an elevator. Now we're going down. We don't
That's true.
pull the floor out, crash to the bottom. We get on the elevator and go down.
That's true.
And I start to hear, it sounds like the wailing of hell.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yes. Just keep going.
Moving down.
We're arriving because I can see Paul and he's saying, good, I'm glad you're here. I want to show you something.
That's true.
Merge better, Paul, so that I can see it through your eyes.
He's dug down to something. Like his chair hit a hard thing while it was moving down.
Well, what it is hit is right where the base of the pillar is going at an angle that it should not be going at.
Yes, that's true.
This is incorrect. Where your chair hit, we need to cap it there and backfill everything, because this has been going on for 2 or 3 days now, and we keep saying even it up, even it up, even it up, even it up.
That's true.
And it's still like this. So now just call everybody out. We're closing this mine shaft. Come on up, everybody up.
Everybody
We're
up.
closing it.
Everybody
We're
up.
closing
Everybody
it right here.
up.
Come on,
We're closing
Asha,
it.
Luce, Bat, everybody. Come on, bring everybody. We're closing this up. Now we'll start digging over there and throw the dirt into the pit.
Yes.
Throw it in, because the whole pillar is destabilizing, and it's been 3 days. We've got to stop this, and stop it right now. Aisha's talking about what she was doing, which feels like what she was doing should have worked.
Yeah.
I agree. She's saying, I kept doing this, and then I added this other thing also, and then I added this other thing also,
That's
and then I
true.
added this other thing also, and this thing also, and this thing also, and this thing also, and this thing also, and it's just befuddling as to why it isn't working. I agree with that. Time
That's
to
true.
cap it and stabilize, and we'll maybe get some insight. Now, what do I know? I know that we've been experiencing an awful lot of misdirection, and we can assume that it's reaching down to all of the clearest channels. And Asha, you're one of the clearest channels. And
That's true.
so is Luz, our Luz.
That's true.
The one I think of as our Luz. Pack the dirt over there in that loose packed soil. Just compact it in until everything is equally hard. Can you see how over here it feels like granite, and over there it feels like soft, loamy soil?
Yes.
Well, what does game theory say will happen when the instruction comes to dig down again?
That will dig the soft, loamy soil area because it's easier.
Right. So
true.
let's at least do something to counteract that inclination.
Got it.
Now we've touched base with every single level in the physical.
That's true.
Let's love the cables. Spin the pulleys. Pulse the vortices. And ask probe, how high must we reach to connect with a working divine delivery system? And while still looking up, asking to be shown, how deep must we open in order to connect with truth that will propel all of us forward on our soul plans?